Okay, what up ladies and gents, it's your favorite Asian robot right here, and today I'm going to introduce you guys to Hellclock. Hellclock was released on the 22nd of July. It is a action RPG, but with a twist. It's a roguelike action RPG, which means that your runs are randomized, and honestly, it's quite a bit of fun. Think of it as similar to Diablo, Path of Exile, Last Epoch, but you've only got a limited amount of time to dungeon dive. That's actually what makes it fun. And that's what makes this sick. All right, you can even choose to ignore the timer in relax mode if you want to. But what I will do is I'll just be playing the normal game mode. All right, and we'll be playing softcore, not hardcore, because hardcore means permanent death. All right, there's also vengeance mode, which reduces your grind. But I really don't recommend playing that unless you are a game journalist, then by all means. All right, so now that you understand what this game is all about, I'm going to be playing this in front of you guys for approximately an hour, and I'll show you what it's all about. If you are interested in videos like this, then stay, because this is going to be an experience. Let's check it out together. All right, here we go. I'm going to start right from the beginning with nothing. This is a work of fiction based on the real events of the Canudos massacre. All right. Are you guys ready? Because here's what's about to happen. There we go. You wake up.
The fight continues. Where am I?
You don't know where you are. Now, they'll ask you to select your control scheme, but I've selected WASD movement. This makes it a bit more similar to Path of Exile. Then...
God, please have mercy. Help!
Son of a devil! Leave the lady alone!
you're a dude with a gun. Start by shooting zombies.
I fear your arrival is too late. The Antichrist...
So, the Antichrist has taken the counselor, so we gotta go in.
How's it possible I'm here?
Now, this will serve as your central hub, but there's nothing in it for now. Okay, do you see the clock timer in the top left hand right there? Alright. That's what you got to pay attention to. Now, each run, you will find trinkets. You do not keep trinkets when you when you run out of time. Alright? You level up as you kill and all that, but for now, we'll go with more damage. Okay? Whenever you level up, just like with other roguelikes, you choose a blessing for your skills, you level your skills, and you get stronger. Alright? Each run starts you at level 1, and you progress that way. Don't think too hard about it. Alright, just keep going. You get other skills as you progress, and there's other progression mechanics. But the main thing is, fight against that timer. Now, you don't have to loot everything. Alright, you probably want to avoid looting everything. Okay, we'll increase damage even further. You don't want to loot everything because you don't have much time. Okay, now you've gained your dash. Your dash is kind of like a dodge skill, but I mainly use it to move through the dungeon. You've also gained the ability to summon these blades. They'll be helpful later on once you get relics. For now, they're kind of useless, so don't think too hard about them. Alright. If you run out of mana, use your normal shot, which is on your, for me, it's right click because I'm using a mouse and keyboard. But basically, I run out of mana, I right click, regain mana, and then I start firing my primary skill again. Your primary skill is your main damage dealer, so that's what you will use. Now, if you go down side paths, you may find treasures, you know, additional enemies, things like that. It's really up to you whether you want to do that or not, but for me, I try not to avoid wasting too much time. Use the mini-map. By the way, you can press tab to bring up a larger version of the mini-map. Go to where treasure chests are, alright? You want to avoid wasting too much time. Okay, now, adding damage to your dodge is really not very useful, and the clock timer is paused while you're selecting these, so don't worry too much. But what I would usually get is just more damage for sharp strike. Alright, I can use this to kill off enemies while I'm picking up chests and such. It's a nice automatic firing skill. Alright, it's useful. Not super good, but it's useful. However, later on, once you upgrade it, you'll be able to do a lot more with it. So look forward to that. Okay, let's go. Now, every so often, you'll end up in a wave like this. So we're gonna go find Joao Abade. But in stages where the clock timer is paused, you don't have to sweat about it. Alright? These are usually survival stages or boss stages. And after that, you'll either get a boost to your timer, or either way the timer will resume. But during stages like this, take your time, because this is where you can loot. This is where you can loot and gain by fully exploring. Okay, here we go. Alright, come on, Joao. Now, Joao Abade is one of the merchants that you're gonna find, so he's gonna be useful in a little while. But for now, okay, enjoy not wasting time on the timer. Play through the bullet hell and win. As you can see, the round says survive, so that's what you're gonna do. Actually, I should probably check my positioning on camera. My apologies. I went straight into the game, but I didn't check the positioning on my camera. I'll do so in a little while. Before moving on to the next stage, I'll check my camera positioning so that I can avoid obscuring any details for you guys. Now, you've also got potions that you can consume if you start to take too much damage. Alright, so if you start taking damage, consume potion, then you'll feel better. Alright. That there is the jailer. He's the main enemy you gotta deal with, so get in close and start blasting. Alright, when your life is low, take a potion and back up. Now, potions are limited. You can find more of them around on the ground, dropped by the ghouls and such, but realistically, that's not what you want to be doing. You want to clear this fight fast, just dodge the attacks and kill him when you can with your heavy shots. Once you start to get low, you won't really have a choice. Now, you can use your heavy shots if you want, but the damage is lessened because obviously, you know, you're not exactly up close and personal. Just try and whittle them down with your regular shot. Like I said, you've got time. You know, in this early stage, you've got time. Then, once you're ready, go in there and just bust everything you got, and you're good.
I was already thinking those devils would not.
Now,
I pray that a body returns.
let me move myself there. Easier, right? Okay. You can spend gold here at the shrine to pick up certain blessings. What we're going to get for now is actually the Blessing of Lethality. This will allow us to clear the stage faster, and, well, we don't have to sweat as much. Movement speed is usually good, but we're not aiming for a full clear in just one run. We gotta upgrade ourselves, you know? As you progress through, you'll get better and better trinkets, and they automatically equip the best one for you, so don't worry too much about that. Just collect and move on. For those of you who are new to my types of videos like this, one thing which you will very quickly learn about me is that I'm the type of guy that, it's not that I don't know how to edit my videos, I can, but I don't feel that it's good to edit my videos so you guys can see the actual gameplay. And besides, I have no problems talking my way through an hour of this type of gameplay. It's great anyway. Okay, what we're going to do here is we're going to increase the knife generation time and throw speed, just because it's useful. The damage is not going to help us much anyway. Okay, there's only enemies down here, but no real, it's not like there's more loot or anything, which you can see on the mini-map. So we're going to move on. Now, there is a symbol on the map. Do you see that red dot? Red dot means an elite enemy. Elite enemies are good because they drop soul stones. You really want that. All right, that'll be how you get a lot of upgrades, so don't hesitate. They're usually surrounded by minions, and there's also a Shrine of Wealth here, which is great. Take shrines where you can. They are very useful to your journey. Alright. Elite enemy down. You got some soul stones. Like I said, this will help you out later on. Treasure chest. Okay. Now, here what I usually take is mana. Next floor. For the initial run, mana will be a big help. Larger mana pool just means firing for longer. Like I said, we're not aiming to like full progress through this, but it does help. Increasing my knife power, and there's also another treasure chest here, so we're going to open both. Okay, we got them all. Use your dash to move a little more freely through the dungeon if you can. There's another elite up there if you want. Good. More elites, more soul stones. If you avoid the side trips where there's no real loot, alright, Shrine of Learning increases XP gain. You'll be able to get quite a bit done. Okay, Blessing of Lethality. Another elite. Thank you very much for the soul stones. Then here we will get even more damage. Move on. In your first run, try to go as far as you can. You've got 7 minutes with time stop, of course. So just go as far as you can. Go as hard as you can. And you'll be alright. That's the plan anyway. There's an elite down there, so we want that. Don't worry about progression. Try to kill elites. That's what you want right now. Alright, these soul stones will help. Okay, here. Again, more damage. Okay, nothing down there, so I'm not wasting time. I've still got 2 minutes left on the clock. Alright, my move speed increase. Shrine. Okay, here, you can take a look at what you want. Conviction gain, mana regeneration. For now, you want mana regeneration because you don't have a means of gaining conviction. Conviction is actually a shield. It's like energy shield, ward, depending on which game you come from. It's actually really useful, but we don't have it for now. This is the merchant, first boss. Okay, so we're gonna kick his ass real soon. Each time you encounter a boss, though, there's storyline as well. Now, I'm skipping it so that you guys can enjoy the video a bit more, but...
I need not honor agreements. The law is on my side.
Okay, died here. Unfortunately, he does leave these AoEs. He's a bit difficult to fight if you don't have a lot of stuff, but that's okay because you were meant to die. You walked away with 150 soul stones. Good work, right? Okay. When you either die or run out of time, you'll be pulled out of the dungeon. Now, when you're pulled out, guess what? You spawn again. Sorry, allergies are bad.
Returned.
Okay. You've lost all your trinkets, experience, and gold, but that's alright.
Ma'am, do you know where that rotten beast?
What a blessing. Abade has returned. More bodies to join the fight are always welcome.
But Abade has joined the fight.
You? Thanks be to the good Lord that you appeared.
How in the hell did you end up in that cage?
The merchant from Droseru deceives our people, withholding what rightfully belonged to us.
Had not that scoundrel shortened his journey long ago?
Pasheyu, we must seek retribution, but you cannot go unprepared.
So, the Blessed Table now has gear for you. Alright? So you can grab all this kind of gear, and it will cost you soul stones. Now, here's what you're going to do. You're going to grab 2 of these basics, so now you've got cooldown and additional life.
You are prepared.
Alright?
Recover our wood shipment and...
Now, you got to recover the wood shipment, but what you're also going to do is you're going to select a free node. Your free node is Repeater. This is going to replace your main skill here. So we're just going to unassign that. We're going to put that in here, and you're pretty much good to go. Now, I really want to grab the old bell skill, but since we don't have that, we'll just put the split shot on E. Alright, so this is what your skill bar will look like. The split shot is actually going to be used to open up crates and things like that for now. But the repeater is your new main way of dealing with enemies. So, get ready, let's go. Now here, you got to look at what's actually useful. Heavy shot is no longer your main damage dealer. So take Swift Caster. This is where your knives become a bit more useful. See? Now, thanks to your upgrades, you can actually use them to go through the dungeon a bit more easily. Just like that. This is what I use them for. Okay, area of effect will drastically increase your knives area of effect, so it's pretty useful. Use and abuse it. Try to grab some gold in the early stages where you can without going too far out of your way. Now, again, use the knives where possible to ease your burdens. Kill the elites. Aha, critical damage here. Efficient reload. Mana cost, but anyway, I'd rather take the critical damage. Anything to help my damage is useful. Always check the map to know where the treasure chests are so you don't waste your time. Okay, that's where they are. Good. Open 1. Open 2. Okay, we Gucci. Okay, here, what to do? Move speed. This time it's for real, so we're gonna grab move speed, of course. Now it's time to fight for survival. You know how it goes. Use and abuse your abilities. The knives are helpful, so use them well. The faster you kill all these, the faster the boss boy spawns. Once the jailer spawns, defeat him quickly. You see that the fight is nothing like it was before, yeah? Okay, good. Upgrade the shrine. Okay. Attack speed increase. Good.
If my prayers were heard, then those children shall not escape.
Okay, murder everything and carry on. Now here, if everything sucks, just take the skill that is most related to your skill. Alright? Critical damage won't help you much here, but you just want to level up the skill. Alright, so that's a great way of thinking of things. That's what I would do anyway. Okay, those are elites. There's a treasure chest here, so we're going to try and go there. If something's too far away, I just don't bother with it. Again, time saving is the key. Okay, what to get here? I would love some more mana, but physical damage is always good. Because right now you don't have any elemental damage. So elemental damage would be totally pointless. Physical damage it is. Okay, here again. Damage of the knives. Shrine of Speed. Okay, one of my favorite shrines. This makes you fast. Use and abuse this. Oh, wait. Never miss a blessing statue. Sorry about that. Bleed chance, physical, critical chance 4. We'll take with the critical chance. My apologies. This is what I like about this game. The runs are always fast and very interesting. Okay. Here, anything useful? No, redraw. Okay, this is good. Increased damage. Although the other one is really rare and really, really nice. Now, there's also treasure goblins in this. That's this game's version of a treasure goblin. They will give you soul stones, so don't let them go. They're pretty useful. Okay, that's done. You've got 2 minutes left. Another Shrine of Speed. Lovely. Okay, now this is too expensive. Melee skill damage, too expensive. We'll just take Blessing of Constitution, give you more life. Totally okay. Now, we're gonna go face the boss, which is the Merchant. Here's our wood shipment. Now, thankfully, thanks to your new skill, this is a lot easier to deal with. Just restore all your mana and bada bing bada boom, he's done. Now.
Law is not justice. Many were enslaved and exploited by the law of men.
Now, you've just acquired, okay, 2 lovely things. One these relics cannot be equipped right now, but you'll also be able to acquire other stuff here. And what you will probably want to get first and foremost is this molten relic. Okay, why? Because it helps your repeater shots. It is one of the first things that you'll be able to use, and it's quite good. So now we get Blade Horde, and it increases your reflexes to a much higher level, which is good. Now, this is where you're going to die. You gain an extra minute of time, but this is where you're supposed to suffer and die next. You're not supposed to progress this just yet, because you are going to unlock the Soul Bell. The Soul Bell is essentially... Oops, sorry. As you can see, all the enemies here deal a hell of a lot of damage to you, right? Okay, so we're going to go as far as we can over this next 3 minutes. But essentially, okay, this entire place, you're not supposed to be here yet. You're supposed to beat the merchant, but you're supposed to die happily and then, you know, get out of there. But that's fine. Any of you who are playing this probably enjoy a challenge anyway, right? But do be careful if you're in hardcore mode or whatever, because you can die horribly in places like this rather than letting the timer run out. Now you can manually end your run, okay, if you so choose, but I prefer to let the timer run out because that's the way to go with this kind of thing. All right, more skill speed. Thank you. Like where I can, I'm gonna deal with these nerds. The extra soul stones, gimme. Because I want the spell Old Bell. Let's just say it's going to be real useful. Anyway, we've got 2 minutes. We're going to make the best of it. And why wouldn't I? Okay, get away from me, you burrowers that were clearly stolen from a different game. I remember those guys being in Path of Exile 1. Okay, is treasure chest down here? And wait. What's up here? Treasure Goblin! Gribbly! Alright, as you can see, you aren't even ready to take on these treasure goblins. They're too strong for you. So since you'll never be able to kill them right now, the game is like, nah, whatever. We won't bother letting you kill them. No point in that for a nerd like you. Now you got 1 minute left, right? Go as far as you can. Don't think about it. If your legs will carry you forward, then you go forward.
I'm getting mighty weary again. I cannot afford to faint here.
Now, in the words of Linkin Park, this guy can't afford to faint. Alright? Not the way he did before. And just remember that he won't be ignored.
I can't see a thing. I need to hurry up.
The darkness is taking you. You got 14 seconds. Lol, dead. I made it to the survival stage, but I'm dead. That's okay, though. That's okay. Your second descent is now completed. Now, with these relics, you can actually improve your stuff, but we're only going to make use of one for now, which is the molten relic. You're going to want to keep as much relic space because, well, that's how you help yourself in this game. Okay, you don't keep too much relic space, you're going to suffer. Or, as I often say, you're going to have a bad time.
Back here.
You brought...
Man,
Oh, you...
Apparently, I brought so much joy.
You man
Now,
have repaired the stairs to access them.
we can now go and access the Grand Bell. Okay, check this out. The more soul stones you collect, the stronger the Grand Bell becomes, alright? This is what will allow you to upgrade.
The pastures, the cattle, and even the bravest cowboys. Hundreds of thousands wandered aimlessly.
I don't know why
through the
this
backlands.
ends up becoming so loud.
Canudos rose as a beacon of hope for those who kept believing in divine mercy. From Monte Santo flowed the milk and sprouted the corn that fed the Lord's flocks. But those who could change things in their villainy saw in our suffering a sordid way to keep prospering. The greed for gold. The Antichrist was thirsty for blood. With its gold, iron, and fire, it bathed Monte Santo with the blood of backlander workers. Even the old folk, the women, and the children were not spared of the massacre. And as in a demonic ritual, they mutilated my body to imprison my soul. For as long as there was hope in the heart of the backlanders, they feared Canudos, who would be born again. Brother, our history lives in the remains of the great bell of Canudos. You must restore our legacy. Every soul must know what really happened in Canudos.
Well, gives you a more personal taste of Tristram, yeah? Alright, so now we're going to increase our base damage. So this is your Great Bell. By gaining levels, you can spend points here. And as you can see, certain nodes require a certain amount of points. So we're going to spend 3 points here. And then, aha, this is the first and most important skill you're going to learn, Conviction. You will gain Conviction per point of mana spent. This will act as a mana shield. Alright, and it will decay over time, but that's not as big of a deal. What you want to be able to do is gain lots of Conviction, have lots of this, and also extend the Hellclock timer. So we're going to spend another point here later on once we get it, and then after that we'll gain some mana, and we'll unlock the Hellclock timer, alright, and we'll give ourselves more time. So this is important. There you go. Life is also semi-important, but not as important as you might think. So honest to God, you don't have to worry about that.
My dear cousin,
Okay.
that
Now,
place is the
relics.
perfect place to protect the
This is
relics
where
I
you can
find.
insert relics as long as it fits within the blocks. Okay? Don't worry about the explanation on Conviction. I've already told it to you. Plague resistance, physical resistance. We're just going to put that in here temporarily. But this is the most important thing because it will modify your skills. By getting good relics, you will also gain a lot for your skills. Now, as you can see, you will gain mana on kill and all that kind of stuff, which is good. Now, before you go shopping, make sure you grab the Old Bell spell. Okay, this is going to be your new AoE spell.
This bell bears
I shall bring back. Ma'am?
No.
Okay. The counselor is probably praying or something. Anyway, you can spend your stuff to get more good stuff, or you can go and get relic and all that. What I would do is that between attack speed and mana, we'll go with mana first because it's much more crucial. You can't buy any of the others, but you'll be able to buy them later. So don't worry. Okay. Now we get more mana. Let's carry on.
If
Once
it
again.
wasn't for our settlement, we would have
Now, early in the game now, you don't have to think too much. Okay. Now here, I will take an epic one already because it makes no sense not to. Use the Great Big Bell. Quickly clear your way through these minions. In the early stages, you're going to use your knives. In the later stages, you're going to use your big bad bell. Alright? Okay, first stage in 30 seconds. Good. Okay, good. Next, mana cost. I mean, the bell damage is good, but I also really wanted that. Higher the level of your skills, the better. Okay, we don't even have enough gold for this just yet. But thankfully, that's what this is for. And also... I believe that's a treasure goblin. You can also get like better actual gear, so don't hesitate to kill those treasure goblins. Alright, we got more movement speed. Now we can go. And since mana is something you can regenerate at any time, don't be afraid to spend it for conviction. That's what I do all the time. You also get trinkets that can enhance your mana, so use and abuse that. So you can sort of tank this with your conviction, and you're good. Okay. Next, we'll go with physical damage. I mean, as much as I love mana, physical damage is important. Okay, air effect. When the knives are down, you can use the big bell. This is why I like this spell. Instead of Bigsby's crushing hands, you have Bigsby's crushing bell. Okay, damage plus 40%. Your knives are even higher level now. Because of the random roguelike nature of this, you never know which particular spell is going to do well for you in each run. But by having options, okay, you can usually save yourself quite a bit of hassle. That's why I like options. Okay, mana. Guess that makes the most sense to me. I always keep an eye on the mini map. All right. Now let's see. Damage plus 30%. You'll notice I'm not really leveling the dash because it's not important. So you don't want to waste your time on unimportant skills. Everything counts. Okay. Push up the skills that are going to be most useful to you during your runs, and you're good to go. Cooldown speed. That's brilliant and beautiful. You want that. Now, ideally, you want relics that also help your bell, and relics that also help your blades. That is, in general, the best way to fight. And if you start converting all of your skills to elemental, alright, you will be able to gain. Because instead of getting physical damage, you can then focus on just getting elemental damage, which is really, really good. Okay. I want to upgrade my Infernal Barrage. more physical damage, mostly for my knives and my bell. Now we're gonna instantly give the merchant.
The merchant? Have I not just dealt with this demon?
Okay, let your repeater kill him. And you can still get good stuff from him, by the way, including relics and all that, so... Yep. And now... Double knives, this is no good. You can actually redraw these. It's actually quite worth it. But closed body... One more time. Delicate rosary. I think I'll take the mana regeneration. That seems like a good idea. And we will upgrade the cost of the old bell.
I knew it.
So sometimes it'll cost you.
This evil.
It'll cost you quite a bit, but that's okay. All part of the fun. Now your old bell is probably one of your strongest right now, so we're gonna use and abuse that. Whoa. Even better. For some reason my tab button's not working. It does happen occasionally, but oh well. Devastating barrage. Let's go with the knife generation and throw speed, just because this will help. Okay, nothing else we can get here, so we're just gonna move on. Sometimes, unfortunately, the broke will be a part of you. You just have to accept the broke. As long as you don't choke on the broke, you're okay. I don't know why the map's being glonky. Sometimes it does bug out, but it's very rare. Still, it makes me feel a little bit blind. For games like this, I'm very used to having my full faculties, so to speak. But them's the breaks. Sometimes you break the game, sometimes the game breaks you. Okay, moving on. Got a good 2 minutes. Explore as hard as we can, kill as many elites as we can. If possible, I want to get to the next so-called sequence, but we'll see. Oh, treasure chest. Critical chance, life. Let's go with some life. Another chest stole. Trinket of mobility. Aha!
Shall send you back to the hole from whence you came.
Man, clockmaker, calm down. Okay, you don't have to be that much of a badass. I mean, we get that you're cool and everything, but, you know, calm down, bro. Now, usually what I do is something like this. I'll hit him hard with the old bell. Alright, this is always what I do because it's one of the more efficient ways of just spell spamming. Okay, here comes the boss. I don't think you can beat him this time. As far as I remember, yeah, I don't think you can. For now. Man. Alright, there you go. You're done. Now, I did want to go for an hour, but I don't think there's any point in doing another run. But I think you guys have already seen that this is how you play. You can get Blessed Gear. Blessed Gear carries over each time. You grab your Soul Stones, you upgrade your bell, you're good. Okay, this is basically how you play. You know, you keep playing like this, you'll be totally fine. Pro tip though, keep upgrading your conviction because that is one of the best ways.
The good northeastern cowboy dies without leaving a penny.
Okay, you can also upgrade your relics, by the way. So it will cost you a certain number of soul stones, but it can be very helpful to do so. So try to use up all the space that you can. All right, where possible. Now I've got 3 points available to me. Obviously conviction. We're going to add more time to the Hellclock. And then what you will probably want to do, now this is enough time on your Hellclock, FYI. You can also increase your potion capacity and the amount of life regeneration you get from your potion. But I would really recommend spending points in mana. All right, as well as base life. Why do you want to do that? Because you want to upgrade Requilary size. You can also go for Soulstone gain. This is sort of a shortcut to getting here if you want to, because it only costs 1 point to unlock this. And you only need like one pathway to connect to unlock more. So if you want to skip this, right, there's more life here as well for base life. So try to be smart about what you do and how you do it. All right, for example, going down here for conviction resistance, you don't want to waste points here because this thing also exists right here. Or you can just directly increase the amount of conviction you gain. But normally what I will do is I will just put in 1 point here. Okay, and there are other, if I'm not wrong, there's other mana gain. Actually, I don't think there's any other mana gain nodes. You might want to spend some in mana here if you find that yours is a little bit lacking. But the main thing is go and unlock increased Requilary size. This will give you some more options for putting stuff into your relics, and it can help you out quite a bit. All right. The skill tree, I don't think you'll be able to unlock everything, but try and get every single Requilary upgrade, which is here and here. There's some that is locked based on the acts that you do, but Act 1 is this entire thing, so use and abuse this entire lower area first. All right? Okay. Thank you very much for watching this. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this little show. Ooh, wait. Upgrade this first. Anything else I can upgrade? More life or move speed. I need move speed. I want to be able to move through the dungeons faster. Life, not a big concern.
Killed
All right.
what the monarchy abandoned. The backlands were always forgotten by all.
Okay, thank you, Joao. But anyway, ladies and gents, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to grab Hellclock, okay? Where can you find it? You can just find it on the Steam store. Let me just get a little screenshot for you. All right, this is what it looks like on Steam. Ooh, that is a very big screenshot. I gotta shrink that down. It's got over 1,390 positive reviews, and it was only released on 22nd of July. So if you haven't already played this, you guys gotta get it, and you guys gotta try it, because it is a lot of fun. All right, thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see me do more content like this, review more games, let me know, because I'm always talking to devs. I'm always, getting keys and stuff like that, and I love to review games like this. All right, I hope you guys enjoy Hellclock, because honestly, this game is hella fun. I'm gonna go in for another run soon, but in the meantime, please enjoy the video. All right, catch you on the next one.